Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Sellner's Minis. Today we're going to continue to paint Bennu, the 54mm model from Labyrinth Models. Before we continue though, I would like to take a moment and ask you to like this video, and if you like what you're seeing, please subscribe. And as always, paint fearlessly. It's just paint. If you're making any mistakes, you can fix it. Alright, so right now what we have on the screen is the paints I'm going to use to paint the epaulets on Bennu's shoulders today. Alright, so we're going to start off with providing a base layer for the epaulets and the cloth associated with it. For this I used Army Painter's Uniform Gray. I ultimately ended up doing 2 coats of this to get a nice even base coat because I thinned my paints down a little bit. And I also took my time and cleaned up any mistakes I'd made while painting other areas like her hair and the beads. As you can see, there's a little bit of yellow here, and I just took my time, cleaned it up, and there was some red on the other side. And just made sure that I was careful and tried not to get any gray on the finished areas of the model. I'm going to go around and continue to do this, and I'll get back on as soon as we start doing the highlights, as this is my shadow color to begin with. I had also decided to paint the triangle in the middle of the strap for her halter. Ultimately, I decided not to do this in leather, as the epaulets are going to be leather. Instead, I will go back to this when I do the metals to make it more metallic looking in nature. Okay, so I'm going to begin to highlight the epaulets. And to do that, I'm going to make a mixture of 2 parts uniform gray and 1 part ash gray. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around and apply this to most, but not all of the epaulet. The next level of highlight is a 1-to-1 ratio of Army Painter's Ash Gray and Army Painter's Uniform Gray. And we're going to go ahead and apply highlights as normal. In other words, this highlight is going to be in a smaller area on top of the previous highlight. It was at this time I decided to start working with the square embellishments on the epaulets. I wanted to do kind of an alternating color scheme, so I'm going to start off with Army Painter's Ash Gray and paint every other square on the epaulets. After I was done with this, I went ahead and painted the unpainted square portions with Army Painter's Chaotic Red. After I painted the embellishments, I went around and started to apply my next layer of highlight, which would be pure ash gray, both to provide the highlight but also to do some cleanup from the epaulet squares being painted in. And from there, I decided to go ahead and provide a highlight for these square embellishments on the epaulets. So I'm going to go around, and on all the gray areas, I'm going to do a mixture of 1 part ash gray and 1 part Starship Exterior, and provide a corner highlight on each of those. And for the red squares, I'm going to go ahead and just do a straight dragon red spot highlight. After applying the highlights to the square embellishments on the epaulets, I'm going to go ahead and apply some scratches and other damage to the epaulets by using Army Painter's Starship Exterior. I hope you liked this video. Please leave me a like or subscribe if you did, and I will see you guys next time. I really appreciate you coming in and watching and checking it out. Thank you very much, and you guys have a real great day. Thanks.